Five, four, three, two, one. A 10. Hut and a good race week to you all. Nick Hines reporting. And what hopes to be a winning week for my racehorse, with all eyes on Hot Springs, Arkansas this Saturday, February 18th, 2023. Hero Status making his first attempt, not only at stakes, but taking on a grade 3 field in the $600,000 Razorback handicap. Hero Status drawn in position number 8 of 10 for a partnership which includes my racehorse and Dan Agnew, for trainer Mark Glatt and Hall of Fame rider Mike Smith in the irons. Weather, well, it's supposed to be nice, crisp, 50 degrees with a low of 39. However, no precipitation, which is a good thing as it pertains to Hot Springs at Oaklawn Park. But definitely a competitive field. This is a handicap, meaning that horses with credentials, bigger resumes, having won stakes or graded stakes, are been essentially brought in with higher weight. And West Willpower is your high weight of this race at 2-1 for trainer Brad Cox, who has won this race 2 of the last 3 years. And most recently with Plainsman, who incidentally was a son of Flatter. And Flatter, by the way, has sired 2 of the last 7 winners, including Upstart along the way back in 2016. And as many of you know, Upstart, the sire of Microshare, who will be going postward at Santa Anita on Saturday as well. So hopefully it'll be a winning day from, say, the Midwest to the West Coast and back and forth. But post time approximately 4:42 Central for this Razorback. As we take a look at the field, as we had mentioned there, that Hero Status getting his first attempts at a stake, he took some time to essentially get that opportunity to go a distance of ground. I know that trainer Mark Glatt was hopeful that we could have routed a bit sooner in his career, but now that he has, the only 2 losses he has are a bit of a troubled 4th 2-back, and when he was beaten ahead in a tough beat there at Del Mar. So it's clear, it's evident that Hero Status wants the distance. I think coming back here to mile on the 16th, you see the perfect prep that he had January 15th. His work's coming in, including that 59-4, 5th best of 49 on 411, is quite positive. As far as the pace scenario, I do think it comes down to 2 horses, and they're obviously the 2 horses you're going to have to beat. West Willpower, he's battle tested. He was a grade 2 winner in the Fayette 2-back at Keeneland. Kind of felt that he may have gotten things his own way. In fact, the last 2 times we've seen that son of Bernardini win, where he was able to get kind of an easier pace scenario, if you will. We'll note that his time form pace rating is a 105 to El Rosario. Likely going to have a look here, as Ginobili is one that comes in with a faster speed pace rating of a 123. Well, he comes in sharp off of that victory last out there at Oaklawn, but he did ship back to Southern California, noting his workouts 2 weeks removed from the victory. He's had a total of 3 since the race, but they were all back here at San Luis Rey for trainer Peter Miller. Ginobili in a partnership with partners previously there with Slam Dunk, Michael Netwig, who's currently partnered with Edge Racing. So we wish them the best of luck with Ginobili. The one thing I like about Ginobili, that it's his 3rd start back off for respite. The key is going to be, I think, the first 8 3/16 of a mile, as we scroll up to a horse that I think can contend here in Law Professor. He likely is going to set a pretty good trip here. Has tactical speed, a horse that has run both surfaces and done it well. He's won over a wet track. Not that that matters for Saturday, but, he's pretty versatile. And not only in his style, but being able to handle different distances and win over different racetracks. You note that he won over the Del Mar turf. He's won Santa Anita over the main track. More recently at Aqueduct, winning the stake there, which I thought was quite an accomplishment off the layoff. So Law Professor, 2nd start back off the respite. Ginobili, 3rd start. And as horse players and handicappers, we generally tend to gravitate toward horses like that. So I'm a bit more in tune with the 2, Law Professor and the 4, Ginobili, as I would be the 6, West Willpower. I respect Brad Cox. After all, as mentioned, he's won 2 of the last 3 runnings of this race. But I almost get impression, despite the sloppy track victory in April of 2021, he likes to be out there early in the hunt. Does he get there? The key is going to be what Mike Smith decides to do on hero status. I think hero status is going to set the ideal trip, and we could be in for a big day on Saturday. Well, as far as from a betting perspective, I think we need to consider Law Professor as the horse to beat, but I will essentially key hero status in this field. Not going to get 12-1. I think you're going to get anywhere from 6 to 7-1, which I do feel for a horse that's in the zone is a good number. From an exacta late double opportunities, it's a nice way to start a late double in the key leg race 9 into race 10. But also you've got pick 5s and pick 4s. Hero status could certainly be the horse that you would consider singling. Betting-wise, for me, it's an exacta. It's a key box. A key box meaning that you key hero status, horse number 8, with the 2 Law Professor and the 4 Ginobili. Essentially what that means is that when you key hero status, he can finish first or second, with either of the other 2 horses finishing first or second. I think there's enough value there. I think West Willpower is likely going to take a fair amount of action as we get closer to post time. It's Brad Cox. He is coming in sharp. Ginobili, he's likely going to be somewhere around 5-2 to 3-1. I see West Willpower likely being 8-5. Hero status 7-1. So there's plenty to like here in regards to the betting perspective of this race, the Razorback Handicap. We look forward to seeing you hopefully out there on Saturday in Hot Springs, Arkansas. The Grade 3 Razorback Handicap. It's hero status, horse number 8 in the 10-horse field. Race 9 on the card, approximate post time 4:42. Until next time, we hope to see you in the winner's circle. Good luck, everyone.